Hey everybody, my name is Dowden, and in this 2-minute tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can instantly make your MIDI information more interesting. Whether it's your drums, your bass lines, your arpeggios, anything that you have with MIDI information, you can make just a little bit more interesting almost immediately by using this simple trick. So I just have this drum loop here. And say I want to add some shakers. I can go in here, I can draw out my shakers, and I put them on every 16th note. So there's 16th notes here. Let's listen to just the shakers by themselves. Kind of repetitive, kind of monotonous. They don't really sound that great because they're just repeating every note the exact same way. We want to make it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more random, more organic. Super simple. All you have to do is grab the MIDI effect velocity and throw that onto your channel. So now we have velocity on here. First thing I'm going to do is just increase the randomness. I'm going to show you what it's actually doing. So it's changing the velocity of the sound. So it's going to sound a little bit softer, a little bit harder, a little bit softer, and it's going to be totally random based on the amount of randomness that you dial in. This is going to make it feel more humanized, more realistic, and less repetitive and less monotonous. Your out low and your out high are telling the velocity effect how much you only want to adjust it. So if you put your out low all the way up to 100, and you're out high to 127, it's only going to adjust that velocity between 127 to 100. So it's just a little bit less of a buffer zone, and you can change that however you like. Keeping in mind, this will only work if you have inside of your sampler or simpler, this volume is less than velocity. If this is at 0, which as default, it comes at 45, but if you do change it to 0, the velocity inside your MIDI effect or inside your MIDI track is not going to change. Once I start to increase the volume is less than velocity, we'll start to hear it change. So even with this pushing, nothing's changing. But once I turn up the volume is less than velocity, you'll hear a difference. And the more I go, the more velocity is going to be changing the volume. So I'll put it back to default at 45%. And that's pretty much it. Super, super simple. Try this with different instruments as well. It doesn't just need to be your drums. And you can just add a little bit of organic feel, a little bit of humanization to your sounds and to your tracks, make them feel a little bit more lifelike and more interesting. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you can get more 2-minute tutorials like this one. And if you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up.